Males of Reddit, when was the absolute worst time you had a random boner? I was in high school and we had swimming. I was in Speedos and walking along the edge of the pool when it decided to pitch a tent. Only this tent had no walls. In between me and my towel was a girl I liked who would have seen everything. There was no hiding it. 2 years later I was still too embarrassed to ask her on a date. You just reminded me, in lifeguard training one of the younger, shorter male students had to do a mock rescue of this tall, fit senior girl who was undeniably a 10/10. Unbelievably gorgeous, and she's in this tight bikini as he's saving her. And yeah, pretty self-explanatory. In my lifeguard training a guy got a rock-solid boner while being strapped into the spinal rescue board by 2 females. Guy didn't stand a chance really. That is tragically hilarious. On the ski lift, I was an idiot and said to my friends, damn, I just got a random boner and I didn't know that there was a younger girl on the lift. FBI, open up. I have 2 roommates. I am consistently always in my undies. No big deal. I have a dog. I am also an early bird. Well, one night, I went to bed to a dark and quiet house. Fell asleep, but woke up, with a random boner, because my dog had to pee. Walked out to the living room to let my dog out, and apparently, one of my roommates, middle-aged, single female, decided to have her 2 adult daughters, son-in-law, and friend over for a late-night visit. I didn't realize people were over until it was too late, so I just committed to letting Caster outside and pretending like I was too groggy to care. No one said a word. Power move. Learning tango in ballroom dancing class. And the girl I danced with kept telling me that I should get closer to her. Not gonna lie, I have a bit of a rager right now, so we should stay at least, a few inches apart. I distinctly remember this. I was 12 years old, doing a physical to get into middle school, and as she was checking for a hernia, it just popped up. I was so embarrassed, and she was just like, it's normal for your age. God, I hated going to the doctor for a few years after that, lol. At least she reassured you about the size. Holding a weeping woman, who I was coming to realize I was in love with, during a funeral wake. I moved her to my side, but I think she knew. Morning wood. I Pavloved myself like this once. I was kind of seeing this girl who at least once a week, sometimes up to 3 times a week, would come to my place bawling her eyes out about something. All she wanted was for me to listen to her for a few minutes and then have sex with her. She would then leave and go back to basically ignoring me. It was weird, and eventually I got tired of being used in this way. But something strange happened. For years and often to this day, anytime I hugged a girl who was crying, I got a boner. Not even a slow roller that built up. No, he knew what he wanted. Sick little bastard. Strapped to a gurney in a pool for a first aid demonstration surrounded by 30 people. The instructor said, "Call a lumberjack, we got wood." I wish I had the presence of mind to make a joke about them standing around in a circle checking out a boy's penis. Not mine. My bunkmate in boot camp woke up the first morning with a rager of 1. The DI just looked at him and told him to stand down, son, we don't salute with that. College English class. I was called up to present some project. I tried to hide it. My mushroom tip was clearly visible to the entire class, peeking its way from my belt buckle. It was and still is my worst memory that haunts me all these years later. Funny enough, I'm not the first person on Reddit to tell of this story. Somebody else beat me to it, and I had to read a long description from the point of view of someone else seeing my dick that day in a comment section just like this one. That story of someone else seeing my dick got more karma points than I've ever gotten on a single comment. So good for him/her, I guess.